So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep, going box to box, these weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Distributed tidily. Hit into the middle. That is a brilliant interception. And the finish! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Best. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Oh, shooting chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
He's had it taken off him. Nicely weighted ball. Mohamed Salah gets into some space. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Played out to the right. Drilled in low.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Cannavaro clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Chooses to go back.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Swings it across. And it's with the keeper. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Nicely shaped ball. That has not gone well. Baresi. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Luis Suarez. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Skims one in. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Raul. And it's Xabi Alonso. Oh, cracking ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Now it's Luis Suarez. And this is Luis Suarez. He's beaten the last man. There's the shot! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And here's Raul. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Picked out brilliantly. And the ball's come loose here. Great ball, and he's in here. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Luis Suarez! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal.
And the shot! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And it's been taken short. Cannavaro, that's tidy. Salah crosses.
Has been indicated.
Knocks it out wide. Plays it. Tries a shot! It's there! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And the first half is done. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Your attention to the screen for
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2. So it's back to business. Baresi. Best. Now it's Luis Suarez. Shot could be on. Oh, that decent chance! He's delivered all right!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. Ruben Dias. And it's Bellingham. Out towards the flank. A probing pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Nedved looking for a runner. Floated through. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, good-looking ball. It's come backwards here.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Nice sequence of passes, this.
Well, it really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Short changes him with that pass. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And this is Mohamed Salah, fires it in low.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
It's roll! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Bellingham goes short. Takes a shot, has another goal! It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Mohamed Salah.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
14, Xabi Alonso. Coming on the field, number 7, El Hadj Diouf. Number 22.
Son Heung-min not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought...
Best! That is some save from Khan!
Daniel Carvajal.
Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Bullish header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Vieira does well to get it back. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Davids picks it up out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cannavaro gets good distance on it. And this is Eto'o. He's had a shot! And he's had a hit! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Bullet has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That pass has been well intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Pelé, looking for the run. Oh, super find. And they've got rid. But they've got it again. Now it's Eto'o. The referee's awarded a free kick. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Decent hit from there. Park Ji-sung swung over. Son Heung-min is a player who barely needs an invitation to takes a shot, and that tested the keeper. Davids, he's a sharp little ball here. Marquinhos makes the interception.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Son Heung-min plays it short. It's out for a goal kick.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
That is ended up in no man's land. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. He has found the way through. Played in, but it's a mighty effort! The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish.
Everybody to make sure to put any
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. It is sizzling beautifully here, and of course, as always, it is overlooked by the grand murals of the great man who lends this venue his name. We are always here in the presence of true magnificence. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game, but he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
And here's Batistuta. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. That has not gone well.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Costa Curta. That'll be a throw-in. Turan. And it's Roberto Carlos. Maldini providing an outlet on that flank. Ronaldo gets flagged offside. A lack of adventure up to now, just no breakthrough. He's shifting through the gears here. Hazard with the delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Raul. The ball has bounced loose now. Nicked it back promptly. Bellingham.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
He's not got that quite right. Can he get on the end of this? He is through here. Mbappe. Now can he find a finish? Cristiano Ronaldo! Xavi Alonso. Raul. Oh, that's fabulous. Cleared without hesitation. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played back in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Can he fit it? Goal! Besiktas! Besiktas take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Besiktas are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That is good alertness. Spread out to the left, and they can counter here. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Cannavaro. And it's Salah. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, there's a probing ball. Costa Curta. Costa Curta is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, it's come off the upright. Pullet finds himself offside. Cannavaro can get it clear. Looking tidy in possession here. He might be in here! Played out to the left flank. Azar. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Chooses to go crossfield. Schmeichel clears. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Roberto Carlos.
Added time.
Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Batistuta. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
And now,
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust.
And the shot! Thuram getting this one clear. And the counter is on. And here's Bellingham. He's being urged to shoot. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off light.
And Hullet!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And this is Ronaldo. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Played out towards the right wing. Chooses to go crossfield. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now he's off and running. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Cannavaro cuts it out. Xavi Alonso. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now, what about a counter-attack? It's a really well-measured ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He can get that
The
clear.
attendance for this match was 52,820.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Raul. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Roberto Carlos. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Into the channel.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitution for Besiktas.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Takes a shot! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. That was fabulous, the most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Rosicki! It's hit the crossbar. That's a half-decent try.
Well, I can tell you that the aluminium is still shaking after that, and we're talking fractions. That was a great try.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And he's there to get it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Rosicki. And here's Neymar. Costa Curta gets into some space. Now, can they get him away? Looking for options for movement. That is good strength. Nicely weighted ball. And they win it back again. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. He's got away. Shot could be on. Caught offside that time.
Substitution for Besiktas.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Number 5, Bellingham. Coming on the field, number 19.
Well, they've got it again.
Messi. Number
Over to the left.
22, Kaká.
Now that looks a decent ball.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Bale. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Marquinhos is there and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Good ball, good take.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Has a look and plays it forward. And it's Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's in on goal. It's not an especially good pass, that. Big chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Can he... Oh, what has happened here? And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went...